We're back. Yes! Woo! Alrighty. Alright. Look, I'm wearing glasses now. Because I wanted to. Fuck yes. Oh, you have no idea how... I just got good news. I just asked a girl on a date, sort of. Not really a date, actually. I wouldn't call it a date. But I thought I was on the outs. I thought I messed it up. But no, we're still in. It ain't over till it's over, boys. Oh, that has reinvigorated me today. Yes! No, not this stream. What? That ain't the right stream. Well, whatever. Hilariously, wearing yellow tinted glasses does not affect the painting because I'm using one color. Automatic sound. You gotta listen to my dog shit singing now. Enjoy. Okay, I gotta stop listening to music. You see the problem here. I can't hear the ghosts if I have music in. But I really want to listen to music. Oh. I'm sorry. The warning. That's what I'm listening to. Very good band. Right. Ah, that's sad. I was really jamming. It's your fault. Alright. Earphones down. Don't worry, it's just ginger beer. Okay. Let's get back to talking about what's most important in life, which is Vampire Diaries. Actually, no, I don't have much more to say about Vampire Diaries. I haven't watched nearly enough of it to really make any judgment. You know, I'm reserving my judgment. I'm enjoying it though. Oh, I finally remembered. You got Stefan Salvatore and his brother. Starts with a C? Come on. Maybe it doesn't start with a C. Stefan and Crud. His name is not Crud. I actually don't. I can't remember what his name is. Stefan and Elena Stefan. Her friend's name is something or other. I do still wonder whether it would be better off to have the webcam so you can see my face while I talk, because otherwise, let's try it again. We tried it before and it looked pretty terrible, because of the glare. There might be less glare now though. We go like that, and then we go webcam, and then we go okay. Let's make it smaller. Put it down here. It's pretty good, right? Although where am I? I'm over here. Frick it. This is weird. Whatever. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Vampire Diaries. Well, I think I would be more favorable towards it. I think I would really like it if I hadn't already seen True Blood when I was young. I watched a lot of True Blood as a teen, while I was at school and whatnot, and I loved it. I'm a huge True Blood guy. I don't know. I used to have my bedroom used to have posters of True Blood all over the walls. It was the tackiest thing you've ever seen. That's how committed I was to True Blood. There's something, I couldn't tell you why I liked it so much. I can justify, like, this. It's not a guilty pleasure. I actually think it's a good show. But yeah, for some reason I was obsessed. I think it's because at heart I'm a bit of a goth. I've always been a bit of a goth, and I don't blame True Blood for me being a bit of a goth. I'd say it's more the other way around. I love True Blood because I'm just fundamentally a little bit of a goth boy. You probably don't get an impression of that as, I don't know, you never get to see what I actually wear when I'm going out. You just get to see my painting clothes and whatnot, but I love dressing up. I wear a lot of black, metal t-shirts. I listen to a lot of metal. I don't know, look, I don't need to justify I'm a goth, alright? If you knew me, you'd know. I'm not like a hardcore goth or anything, because, I don't know, I don't really like, for lack of a better term, I'm gonna call it genre locking yourself, of being like, let's say you're like, oh, I'm a goth, so I'm gonna dress in the conventions of a goth. I feel like that's just like lame. I'll dress however the frick I want, but for clarity's sake, a lot of the way I choose to dress does tend to align with goth aesthetics. It's more so comes from what I'm actually into though, rather than trying to be like a goth. I freaking love vampires. I love demons. Fucking one of my favorite video games of all time is bloody Bloodborne. What is the difference between the two webcams, do you mean? Or what? I just put this cam here because I was like, I don't know, so I can address. So otherwise you just see the back of my head the whole time. Sorry, I didn't see you there, Lloyd. I was busy, I don't know. I was busy ranting about goths, I guess. asking what the difference between what and what. I don't know. Look, it's more to the point that I just love weird, gloomy shit. You know, I love dark movies and gloomy vibes and aesthetics, and I don't know. It's just cool. It's just creepy. That's what it's all about. And I've always been like that. Even as like a little kid, I was just drawing like demons and violent shit. I don't know. I just find it cool, interesting visually. It doesn't really come across in much of my painting because sometimes I can find that thing a little tacky. Oh, True Blood and Vampire Diaries. That's a great question, Lloyd. You've just opened Pandora's box though, because I'm gonna go off on that. All right. There's not much difference. For one thing, True Blood is made by HBO, whereas Vampire Diaries is CW, which basically amounts to True Blood being like much more for adults. Though if I'm being honest, it still appeals to the sort of teen drama sort of crowd, but it's not about teens. Whereas Vampire Diaries is very specifically about like school age people plus vampires. True Blood is about like adults, I guess, but it's still, you know, they're both romance, vampire, drama. You know, you've got a mixture of like, oh, I'm like a gloomy vampire and you're gonna fall in love with me, and all the dramas that come from a classic vampire romance. But True Blood, while having that, goes a lot harder so far into like I'm gonna call it vampire politics, I guess. Kind of like, there's more of an established world of vampires in True Blood, and a lot of the show is sort of dealing with that, which I always found really interesting. Whereas Vampire Diaries may get there, it has smatterings of that, but I haven't found that part of it as compelling yet. They're honestly remarkably similar shows, though, to whichever one you watch second's detriment. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Like, since I've already watched True Blood, I can't not see Vampire Diaries as like a slightly inferior True Blood. They're both small country vampire romance, appeals to like teen drama type stuff. They even, you know, I was having this vampire romance has never gotten past like one of the, you've got two romantic options. One of them is like sort of suave and like 1800s sort of Victorian vibe of like, oh, he's like old and he's decadent. He's old and he's refined. He's got refined taste. And then the other one will be like, he's like really cool. He's kind of dangerous. He's like the bad boy though, you know. He makes the other guy look boring. He's like, oh, he's freaking crazy. Both True Blood and Vampire Diaries have the exact same dichotomy. You're like, is that really the only two types of vampires? The cool, dangerous one and the like boring, sort of suave one? I don't know. And honestly, I don't know why the dangerous one is ever like actually a valid option. They always sort of present it as like a which one would you prefer sort of thing. But it's like, one of them is always really a lovely dude who happens to be a vampire, and the other one is like a bad conversation away from like sucking your blood out. You're like, I don't know, I feel like I'd rather go with the guy who's like actually seems like a nice dude and happens to be a vampire. That's sort of the ideal for a vampire romance, is you're like, you want the guy who's both has the perks of being an immortal vampire that's like hundreds of years old, and is also like actually still just a really chill dude. You know, he's like, oh yeah, I don't even suck on human blood. I drink from animals because I'm actually basically just like a normal person. You're like, isn't that what you want? I don't know. After you finish the originals, I've never seen the originals. Maybe I should watch the originals. I don't know. Look, it depends what you're after, I guess. I think True Blood is better so far though, because it still appeals to like a teen drama sort of vibe. You still get like romance and comedy and a bit of like melodrama, but you also, it's not restricted by being like a CW show, like basically like Paramount to a kids show, which means that it can actually go really hard with like the vampire drama, and like it's violent and it has like some horror in it. Like I feel like they just do the vampires a bit better. But if you want a more like wholesome, nice, sort of comfy show, I'd go Vampire Diaries. You know, True Blood is definitely not as like comfy, but they both have good like romance drama, I guess. I don't know. I was really just looking for a Gossip Girl replacement, if I'm being completely frank. I've never quite recovered from finishing Gossip Girl. Twice. Alright, hold on. Sorry I don't look over more often. I just have to... I do need to finish this painting for somebody. Ooh. It's a shame you can't even see remotely what I'm doing, because I am doing stuff, but it probably doesn't look like it. I'm doing like this bit. You can sort of see it coming along, like I've gotten to here. I'm lightening it up with like crazy small detail though. You can kind of see that, but no, you're not distracting. Like this is kind of slow and boring, but you can see I'm basically doing squiggles. I'm doing lots and lots of squiggles. I don't know. It's a bit of a different thing for me, but I like having this camera that I can pick up. I can be like, hey you! And I can like choke you, like, get over here! Oh god. Alright, there we go. The originals where there's more teens there, a little opening, I don't know. Yeah, I think a lot of teeny type shows can get that way where it's like the drama becomes more contrived. The Gossip Girl had the same thing. A lot of them have like pretty strong starts, but as they go for too long, it's like they're just more contrived. Like elements of the plot and characters are for the sake of just the drama and things. That you do want drama, but you want natural drama. You don't want stuff that just feels completely made up and just silly. Takes you out of it. True Blood even gets there, I would say, even though I quite like it. But True Blood benefits from it not being about teens, which means that they can do a lot more with the drama, I feel like, than some of the other shows. It's nice to actually watch like essentially a teen drama, but it's actually about like adults. I don't know. I should have done it the other way around though. I should be watching like True Blood now for the first time, having watched Vampire Diaries as a kid. I mean, I was way too young to be watching True Blood when I did, but I don't know. I liked vampires too much, and as a kid I didn't take me long to figure out how to like torrent things. I guess I just like torrented the entire show and I would rewatch it all the time. Ooh, that was a bit of a mistake. Yeah, that's good. Do you like my glasses? They're not even my good ones, these are my shit ones. They make everything slightly yellow. I thought, you know, one thing that I could do to like make content slightly is, well, there's two things. One thing is talk like more, which I'm doing, you know, and try and like be vocally more enthusiastic, which it can be a little hard when you're like painting, but comes with practice. Because I watched back like a bunch of my old streams and things, and I'd be talking like this. I'd be sort of going like, oh, I'm just painting and I'm gonna say what I'm gonna do. And it's like, no, it's not even how I talk in real life. I just gotta like, I don't know, it's hard to enthusiastically speak when there's no one here and I'm not talking to anyone. But that's one thing, because then it's just more interesting. But the other thing was like, dress up. I'm only half doing it, but I mean, put some effort into how I look. You know, like if I'm going out to meet friends or go on a date or something like that, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna like drip myself up. I'm gonna wear like nice clothes. I'm gonna do my hair and I'm gonna do the whole shebang. And I'm like, I should do that for stream. You know, I'm presenting to the world. You're like, if someone comes in, who knows? They might stay just because my outfit is so sick. You know, obviously not today, because I didn't think of this until 20 minutes ago. And I'm not gonna go change now. But you're like, good chat, sick outfit. Put some effort into how I look, I guess. I don't know. Their prescription. Oh, right. Yeah, no, these are not prescription. These are just cool. I don't know. I'm all about cool glasses. I'm a bit weird with glasses. I don't like glasses that are, like aviator kind, or I don't even really like if they have any sort of reflection in them. I like you still being able to see my eyes, basically. I find glasses that like are opaque, I don't know. I don't fuck with them. I'm more about just like a light tint, basically. And that's what these are. And I find those hard to find, weirdly. Weirdly difficult to find, like, opaque glasses. Damn, that's looking sick! Oh, you're gonna... I just realized you can probably hear all this creaking of my chair as I pivot around. Sorry about that. Yeah, part of me figures, like, if I put effort into, like, every aspect, and I'm not doing it right now, because, you know, it's a process. I still have to paint, right? I still have to do, like, my job. So this will be, like, a background project to, like, overhaul sort of my online presence. But it's, like, I want there to be... Oh, sorry. I feel like if I put a lot of effort into, like, all the sort of actual production aspects in terms of, like, have, like, a nice environment and background, dress nicely, you know, talk and have, like, interesting things to talk about and sound enthusiastic, I'm like, I don't know. I imagine I would probably do better in theory. Maybe not, but it'd be more interesting to watch for anyone who's passing by. all of this comes slightly at the expense of like painting. You know, last year I was sort of like, I wasn't super gelled with anything that would take away from my painting time, but now I'm like, I need to focus on other parts of the, you know, being an artist. And a big part of that is, yeah, fostering like a look and a style and a personality and a character and an online presence and all that stuff. And for me, I don't wanna play the game. I don't want to do like appeal to the algorithm or do any shit like that because I find that kind of gross. So what I can do that I don't find gross is just put effort in, you know, put effort into the production, put effort into the style, you know, really try hard the whole minutia of it. You're right. It is no easy task. I need to like move my laptop here. It's gonna take a while. I'm probably gonna like keep moving stuff around. The idea is the stream is probably not what I will get like followers from. I'm just doing it because it's like you might as well, right? I've got this set up. It's like anyone who rolls in, hell yeah. But once I have it set up, I can actually capture like time lapses. I feel like time lapses is something that's really good. You know, if you just had a time lapse of me doing like a full painting, I wasn't able to do that before because I kept moving my entire setup every time I painted, which was like dumb and would make for a very unusual time lapse. Oh yes. As well as that, I don't know. Shorts still is something I struggle with. I mean, I'm sure you've seen. I make lots of YouTube shorts, and I feel very silly about all of them because they're all so stupid. But I don't know what else to like make. Like you got like 15 seconds or however long. You're like, what am I supposed to cram into this time? I always just make something really stupid, and I don't know what to make with short form content. It stresses me out. I don't know. I'm not very good with the short form content, and that's like the main thing that people do. Once I have live streams, I can, time lapses. That's something that I can like use pretty well, I think, in theory. I was thinking of taking like the first part of the stream today where I made the Be Right Back screen, and if I can get like a time lapse of that, then I can put that as like a short. Oh, I might even need to like, I don't use social media, right? I've like deleted all of social media because I don't know, I kind of hate it. YouTube is the closest thing I have to social media at all. But I'm like, I might need to do that. I might need to do social media. Yuck. Yeah, it is crazy. I mean, if I just look, like, some of my shorts, some of my random stupid shorts have gotten, like, a lot more views than any of this stuff. Which makes sense. Like, I'm not confused by that, but it is, like, I don't know. It's not something I'm super into. I just want to do what I do, which is why streaming is good for me, because I'm pretty comfortable with just rambling. The only downside for me is I can't listen to music, which I would usually do, but that's okay. Because there's some upside, like when I ramble while I do art. The same as with music, I can still get into like a sort of zen state, I guess, where I'm really just saying words, but my brain is sort of, my amygdala or whatever is like kicked in and is just making stuff. I don't even have to think about the art, which is why I listen to music. you can just sort of jam out and your brain takes over the actual art making part. It's like a muscle memory, which I can still get from talking, which is good. I'd like to make some actual YouTube videos. That's like something I feel like I could do. I had some thoughts. Like I potentially wanted to have some like friends over, have like an ongoing series where I would have like a friend come and sit on my little studio couch and I would do like a portrait of them. You know, I would live stream it, but I would be like hanging out with them and do like a live sort of sat portrait of them while I'm also just like chatting to them and hanging out like with one of my friends basically. And then I could, you know, that would make a fun live stream, and then I would also just like take the footage from that and actually, you know, edit it a little bit, you know, curate it and cut it down so it was like interesting points of conversation or like funny moments. Because it's like, if it's just me, I don't know. I can't really get many good clips out of just me talking to me. Because I'm also not playing like a video game or anything, so there's not many like funny moments or anything. There's no like funny moments with painting. It's pretty like, I don't know, it's pretty relaxing, I guess. Oh, I gotta stand up. Can't walk over here. This is the crotch cam. Do it like there. That's better. I gotta respond to this person. Wait, let's swap to the let's swap to the Lazy Bones procrastinating screen. This is the Lazy Bones procrastinating stream now. But you know what I mean? You'd have someone like sitting here chilling, and I'd be like just across from them, and it'd be like, I don't know, you'd talk about random stuff and hang out. I think it would just make like kind of a cool vibe. I just gotta respond to someone on text. Give me a sec. If I'm sitting over here though, the downside is I can't see the stream chat. Unless I... Hold on. Maybe if I pull it up on my phone, this seems a little silly, but... my videos. This one? No, not that one. My YouTube short has no views. Ah! How does it... I don't even know how to go onto my own live stream. How is someone meant to get to it if I can't even figure out how to get to it? Am I even streaming right now? Maybe I can't go to it on my own channel. There it is. Okay, I found it. Yeah, crotch cam. Interviews, podcast, talk show vibes. Look what I got for Christmas, by the way. And by got, I mean I bought for myself. You might not be able to see too well, but it's a hip flask. It's that time of the day. I need a little bit of juice. A little bit of extra sauce. Lovely. This truly is lazy bones mode. I can see the chat now, which is good. Lloyd, do you have a good name for my ghost? The ghost is like who I'm gonna be talking to, as in like when no one's watching my stream, I can talk to my ghost. Oh, yummy. Did you get anything cool for Christmas, Lloyd? Did anyone get anything cool for Christmas? I got this, which I bought for myself, and then my brother gave it to me, and I got a Lego set, which I kind of don't want because I already built it. The person who bought me the Lego set didn't know this, but I'd already built and played with this Lego set because a friend of mine had got it as well. It was like the Dune Ornithopter. Call the ghost Da Vinci. Yeah, true. I call it my favorite artist. El Greco. The ghost El Greco. Come with me. I'm gonna put that on the board, alright? I say come with me, you literally can't. Board. This is the ghost El Greco. The ghost. El Greco. And I'm gonna do him in his unique style of, oh, I'm a ghost. El Greco loves to do like these weird elongated guys. Ooh. This is a terrible looking ghost. I'm gonna erase that. I'm gonna keep the ghost of, oh, fuck. It's stuck. Well, sorry. Sorry about that. It's gonna be like that forever. You got socks, slippers, cologne, and 2 shirts. You got almost a full outfit. Everyone I know knows not to get me any clothes, because I'll not wear them. Did I get anything else? I'm trying to think. Oh, I got ice skates. That was the other really big one. I got a hip flask and ice skates. That was sick. I was very happy to get ice skates because I've been getting really into ice skating lately. I'm gonna go ice skating on the weekend on like Saturday, and I will put out a YouTube short of me ice skating because I'm super good at it and I want to show off. I'm not that good at it, but I can skate backwards and I can like flip. I can do like the, you know, I'm sort of like, I'm going forward, oh, I'm going backwards, I'm going back, oh, I can do that really well. I've been practicing it. The next thing that I'm gonna try and learn, I don't get lessons or anything, I just like watch people and try and teach myself. I'm gonna try and learn how to skate backwards on one foot. I saw one girl do it at the rink the last time I went, where she was standing on one foot and sort of like pivoting it a little bit, like doing like these with the single foot and like skating backwards, and I was like, damn, that looks cool. I don't know, it looked fun, it looked cool, and that's my next strat. Yeah, look forward to that, Lloyd. We're gonna get an ice skating YouTube short on Saturday. Alright, back to work. No more lazy bones. Boom. Boom. Oil painting like a boss. Alright. My goal for today is to like finish off this part. I'm getting there. This is like the slowest painting I think I've ever done. And I already sort of maybe have a buyer for it. Not super sure as of yet, but well, I don't know. I do and I don't. Depends how it looks when it's finished, but I definitely have some various interested parties, to say the least. But it's been taking so long that I can't necessarily rely on them forever. Especially... And the price is kind of confusing to me because when I originally priced the work for the person who was interested, I was pricing it off like how long it had taken me at the time, but then I've foolishly decided to go back in and essentially repaint the entire thing again on top of itself. You know, I'm doing these squiggly lines all over the whole painting, and I'm like, I can't in good conscience sell this painting for the price that I quoted them at before, because I'm like, this is painting is taking me so long. It will probably be the longest time I've spent on a single painting, and I'm sort of just like, I don't know. If at the end of it looks really sick and I'm like super happy with it, then I probably will bump the price up for them, which may, you know, dissuade them from buying it, but that's okay, because that means I get to have it. But if at the end of doing all these squiggly lines I go, you know what, it's just okay, at least for me, I'm a harsh critic, then I will still keep it at the same price, if you know what I mean. I mean, I'm sure it'll be awesome, but it's like the capacity to which it is awesome. I'm a harsh critic. You know, you're always your harshest critic. I mean, it just, I don't know. There's so much work in it, and it just looks, from a distance, it looks kind of like weird, which is weird in like a cool way. But man, close up, it's like crazy. It's like nightmarish. Jeez. Like this stuff kind of just looks like mud, maybe, or just orange, but close up, woohoo. Which cam is skipping frames? Is it? Oh, it is too. Let me have a look. I got no dropped frames, which means it's definitely on the camera end. Hopefully it doesn't do that anymore. I don't know. I'm not sure what's causing that, if anything. I'm planning on doing these squiggly lines over the whole painting, sort of filling it out. It'll make it look very strange, but it's kind of what I'm going for anyway. I mean, it's already a strange looking painting. It's not really my usual style, obviously. It's a little bit more like surrealist. This is my Van Gogh attempt. Van Gogh. Very strange. What am I doing? I hate to do this to you, Lloyd, but I'm gonna listen to some music. I'm gonna jam out. I need to put some text in to say, let's just say, jamming, no mic, sorry. Well, no talking. Sorry. Jamming. Jamming. Yeah, look, this'll do. Like that. Okay. Oh, don't ask why I do yellow, cause I don't know. I'll be writing music and watching. Awesome. Ah! Good luck with your music writing. Jamming. Where do I put this? Why did I make it yellow? Oh no. What have I done? Turn that one off. Let's just put it sideways. This is like a hilarious. It kind of looks like an album cover. Like the yellow and purple is so weird. I don't know why I chose yellow and purple, but I kind of like it. That's why I chose it. Boom. Jamming. Yeah, I'll probably just mute my mic on it. No, you know what? I won't. I'll leave my mic on so you can hear all the creaks. Looks like a Charlie XCX album cover. Alright. Alright. Why am I not getting any music? Yes. I'll be right back. Satisfied? I don't know. I haven't finished it yet, so no. I'm unsatisfied. I'm almost there. It's trippy. Ugh. This painting freaks me out to look at. I'm making like a painting that's difficult to look at. Isn't that weird? take a momentary break, so I'm gonna switch to the switch to lazy bones mode. try to laugh. I'm making a YouTube short of my disgusting stream setup, so have a look at that. It should be uploading now. Have a look at that if you want to see what my setup actually looks like. I have my camera is hanging from the ceiling on like a metal beam that's held on by a clamp. This setup is like hilarious. I can't even describe it. Look at this. Does this look like a nice little lamp? It sucks. It's like half broken. I have to jam the light in and then twist it and hope it stays. And then this is not even for the same lamp, and I just have to lightly place it there. This whole setup is ratchet, and I feel like I'm not... What do you think this is? Do you think this is like a nice backdrop? It's not. It's a ping pong table. Oh god. I love it. You can't see my Bratz wall right here, but it's pretty serious. I'm a huge Bratz fan. Well, look, you can't see because, oh my god, because you're seeing through the camera, but the camera itself is... I can't be bothered. Like, it's a really janky setup. It's like, I'm in a barn right now, so it's just like a metal beam that I found that I've clamped to the ceiling and then basically like screwed in my camera upside down. But you know what? It kind of works. I mean, coming into the new year, my whole thing was like I wanted to overhaul the production value of my streams and videos and whatnot. I don't think I've achieved that, but it's only the start of the year, so I got time. I got heaps of time. I'll figure it out. Baby steps. I better get back to painting, I reckon. Yeah, it's not a wall. The wall is a barn. Has this new short uploaded? It has. I like this short because I think I look good in it. It's mostly just me trying to look hot. I've had too much to drink today. But I don't care. Alright, back to listening to Aurora. Oh, I didn't even switch my camera. Look how lazy I am. Oil painting mode. And then preset 3. Yo, we're so back. I've almost finished what I set out to finish today, so how exciting. Just feels like it's taking longer the closer I get to actually finishing this section. Oi. Almost done. I think that's done. Well, that part of it is done. It looks like anyone watching this won't be able to see what I'm even doing on this one, which is my fault. But why does this not work? Oh, I know why. Because it's this. There we go. Well, what do I think? Looks crazy. Oh god. Well, look, this part of the painting is basically done. Alright, I'm trying to take like a photo of this. Alright, one more YouTube short for the day of like there we go. And then what's the song to go along with it? Ah, it is stuttering. I see what you mean. We go preset 1 camera mode. Lazy bones procrastinating. I'm not procrastinating though. I'm doing work. I'm looking for a song to go with Dreams by Aurora. That's the song. Dreams Aurora. Dreams Aurora. There we go. Hi.
Hello.
So I've finished off. I'm uploading YouTube shorts, which is why I'm on the couch. But I've finished off this part of it now. That's what I was doing today, which looks unwieldy.
Did you work out where you're going to put your signature?
No, down there.
Down there, you could put it in there.
Yeah, but I actually really like that particular
Mhm.
part. Yeah, it looks weird, but I always knew that. But once this sort of density is over it all, it'll work, I think. I don't know. That ground part is weird, but it's very cool close up. It's just like, it's fun. I don't know, what do you think?
Yeah, no.
I think I might even end up doing another like wall layer on top of this one once I've done all the squiggles to like.
You realise that makes it more and more expensive.
I'm aware of this. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe I won't. Depends how I feel at the end of it. But
Mm-hmm.
probably almost finished for the day. Well, I'm not gonna do any more painting for the day because I've finished that. And you see this paint here?
Mm-hmm.
All of this paint is the same paint that I was using before we went to Terradol.
All right.
I like put it under a thing, and it was dried out, but then I jabbed this in and just like squiggled it around and recovered it. Didn't have to pour out any more paint today.
Instead of lazy bones, you could have I'm busy procrastinating.
Yeah. This is the screen for when I'm sitting here not exactly working, but you can have a look. When I'm oil painting, I've got right now, this is all temporary, but I've got oil painting like a boss, which is very ironic, but then it's like this. This is the Be Right Back at the moment. I made that this morning. I just like whipped up like a cool little digital artwork of someone sort of checking their watch. And then this was the iPad art screen, but like this part of it's not there. It's all kind of just a mess, temporary, but I don't know. The space is nice. Let's go back to one. I was just trying to like come up with some. I can change all of the colors and text very easily. It's all very sorry, I'm just trying to edit together a YouTube short real quick.
Okay. I'll leave you. I'm going to take the. Oh, actually, if you're ready in a few minutes, if you want to go the walk, we can take the dog for a walk together.
Yeah.
So we can take him for a walk. Even if Gemma wants to come.
You're right. All right. Give me 1 sec.
Oh, you can have more than a sec.
Done.
I'll wander back.
Yeah, I haven't done any cable management. What's up? Oh, whoa. Where'd that come
Exactly
from?
what I want, but
I could use that.
I'm just wondering.
I don't need to use that cable with something like that.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
just wondering, you really want one single switch to control all of the power in this particular area.
Oh.
So
Right
you
now
have
it's that.
Hmm?
Right now it's that switch over there.
So that turns off the computer?
That turns off this whole area, yeah.
Okay.
Just thinking of hashtags. What are you looking at?
Trying to understand the other cable run.
Oh, yeah. think I'm gonna end the stream. I will be on tomorrow as well, probably working on the same painting